For families, or more families rather, are suffering from domestic violence since the pandemic, increasing the need for a crisis shelter and many long-term services. As Meg Ferris reports, a local organization is answering that call.
It's a dream that was years in the making, and now almost 2 decades after Hurricane Katrina, it's finally come true. The New Orleans Family Justice Center opened a new shelter for victims of domestic violence, human trafficking, sexual assault. In Mary Claire's place, there are more rooms where families in crisis can now heal in their own space with complete privacy.
This is at the crux of our problem in our country and in our community. You know, it's a right that people should feel safe in their own home.
This is going to be our dining room.
It's named after Executive Director Mary Claire Landry, who was instrumental in creating a network of partnerships with law enforcement, the legal system, long-term housing assistance, counseling, and medical care.
Survivors and their families get killed when they're in the cracks, and people aren't sharing information. So this model is so incredibly important.
NOPD and the Sheriff's Office are part of the network.
Well, we have a large number of people who are in our vulnerable population who have been victims of domestic violence, human trafficking, who need that wraparound service to begin again, to start their life over.
We don't want victims or survivors to fall through the cracks. We want to make sure that we're handling it right from start to finish.
One night he wrapped his hands around my neck, choked me, and I called 211. I can actually build another woman up.
Stacey Knox is now an advocate for survivors. She doesn't know where she and her young child would be today if she didn't have shelter in the past.
And now I'm able to help other women and give them back their power. Even though you feel powerless, you can take back your power. And don't let nobody say that you can't do it.
She's breaking the cycle of violence for her young child, one Mary Claire sees too often.
We have to find some other alternatives to help people heal, not just jail them away. Many of these perpetrators are also victims of trauma and have grown up with this.
Meg Ferris, Eyewitness News.
The New Orleans Family Justice Center says there were survivors who were stabilized and on their own, but the pandemic caused them to lose their jobs and homes and now have cycled back into that trauma.